once again, I'm Judy Salid. Hi. I had two wonderful playmates today. A couple who, the lady, she made this picture of me. Can you show this picture? Yes, does it look like me? I think I'm better looking, but
It's hard to capture your beauty.
it's a gift.
Yeah, that was
So,
extraordinary.
excuse me. Welcome,
Thanks.
Thank you for
uh,
having us.
Bianca and Aaron. Hi. So you have all these things here, and I guess you're going to tell me and everybody else what this is all about.
Yes.
First, I want to thank you for coming. I know you're coming from far away.
Our pleasure.
So I know that you make this caricatures. I saw you working on it at the party I attended at the Baumgarten's Purim party, and you were very good. You
Thank you.
took the picture. You drew everybody,
Yeah, I
including
try to
me.
do my best always.
So, and are you helping her draw pictures?
Yeah, I mean, we're both trained as fine artists. And so I've been kind of thrown into the cartooning world when I was young. My father was one of the original guys at Mad Magazine.
Oh.
You remember Mad Magazine?
Oh, yes, with that funny face on the cover of the magazine.
Yes, What Me Worry with Alfred E. Newman.
Oh,
So he was there at the start, and so I grew up in the field of cartooning and illustration, publishing, entertainment. So and then kind of combined all of what I've learned and experienced from that into a multimedia design studio called the Creativity Zone.
so you
And the two of
actually
us.
learned a lot while you were growing up.
Oh,
Was
yeah,
it
I
hard?
was-
Or
We young.
was it hard to follow up in your father's footsteps?
I was called the kid since up until I think 40 years old.
The kid.
I was always the kid in the business. So yeah, it was tough. I mean, he was very well known in the field. He's written best-selling books, and he's was Merv Griffin's head writer on the TV show for 16 years, I think. So
Wow, so you still have all those connections?
some of them, yeah.
But now you are a person on your own right.
Mhm.
You do things on your own.
Yes.
And I guess your dad is proud of you.
Yes. I've worked for him most of my life, and then towards the end of
He
his
worked
life,
for you.
he kind of switched and he was helping me with my businesses. So
That's great, a great story.
yeah. And then we met.
Yeah, I met, actually, I met him, this location, La Grinch. They have hired him to do, to draw all the attendees that they come to this restaurant. So it caught my attention to see somebody who was drawing, but I never did caricatures. I'm trained as a fine artist, and I am original from Nicaragua. And so I was trained as a fine artist. I came here when I was 19 years old to the
From
States,
there,
from Nicaragua.
Central America.
Central America.
yeah, well, I'm sorry to say that I'm a little hard of hearing, so if you
Yes.
could speak.
No problem. Yes, from Nicaragua.
Oh, Nicaragua.
Yeah, and so that's how I met Aaron at this place, La Grinch, and he caught my attention, and I saw him drawing, so then we start talking, and he invited me for a drink, and then all of a sudden I was into the business too.
Oh,
So yeah, and then we got married, we formed a business together, and we are complement each other in arts, and we work together all the time. I mean, and I end up working with his father too, and taking care of his father too. So yeah, we're like a very tight.
well,
It's
it's
a
a
family business.
wonderful story. I mean, the way you met and your careers, and it's good enough for a film, to make a film of
Thank
your
you.
life story.
Grandpa used to say, it couldn't be perfect. This is it.
It's great.
All right.
It's great.
Couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah,
Better
so-
match.
And so we work from home. We go to events like the one I did for the temple.
Yes, when people call you,
When
you
people call
you
me.
go.
But we also have a in-house business, and design business.
When I spoke to you on the phone, you asked me if I knew Steven Spielberg. What prompted you to ask me that?
Well, we've done a lot of events out in the Hamptons, and of course, he's a resident. So at one of the events, I think it was from Time Warner, the heir of that family, and she was having a big party, and Steven Spielberg was the next door neighbor and good friends. So he was invited and came over to the party and with his son, and they saw me doing caricatures.
Yeah.
And so they were intrigued, and I did one of his son at first, and he said, I'm gonna sit for one.
Oh.
So he did, and we had a great time. We did I did like 3 caricatures of him during the course of our conversation. We spoke for maybe half an hour, a really great person. And so,
Did you save any of his picture that you did? Did you save one for yourself?
yes, I made copies, and he has the
Oh.
original in his
Oh.
collection, yes.
Because I see you have several copies here. Do you think you'd like to pick one or two?
So besides events, we do these celebrity posters, and these are done of music celebrities. A lot of my heroes, this is from America, and they autograph them, and they're sold at their shows, at their concession.
Uh-huh.
So this is Alan White. He's a well-known drummer with the group Yes. And so I've done probably 70 of these posters.
Who is this other one?
Alan Parsons,
Alan Parsons.
Rick Wigman, also from the group Yes. So, and he loved it so much, he put it on the cover of his program at his concerts.
Oh,
And I made another one for his Christmas tour.
is it? There must be the new generation because I don't know any of these people.
They were all heroes of mine when I was growing up.
Okay, and what are these boxes here?
So besides cartooning, that's sort of how we started the business, but people saw that we were able to do all types of art. So we formed a multimedia design studio. So a lot of startup companies came to us and wanted us to help put their vision and make it live, So one of them was GFuel, and GFuel is an energy formula, a very healthy drink, and it's very popular with gamers and teens, and so
Are you telling me that you made the drink?
we did all the graphic design, the logo design, the packaging.
But that's not, you didn't make the drink
No,
itself?
no,
Oh.
we didn't
Okay.
do the drink.
We're
We
the
sampled it.
artists.
It was
You
very good, so we're like,
sampled it.
this is for us.
Is it carbonated?
Some of them are, the ones in the cans are.
Oh, so you are just like promoting it?
We helped build the brand. We did all their creative marketing materials, their trade shows, their TV spots, their commercials, animation describing how the product is. So we're sort of a one-stop shop, to
I
help
guess,
launch a business.
like most people like myself, can't imagine what goes into having a product to be sold. That a lot goes into it, a lot of people
Yes.
put their own talent, different talents. We just pick it up from the stores and okay, we'll drink
Yeah,
it and
because,
don't even think about it. How
Because
difficult
everything, if there were no artists, this will be like an empty, you need an art to display and to promote it and to sell it,
What is
So,
that?
This is,
Yeah.
GFuel teams up with a lot of different partners. So this is one that's done with Dragon Ball, which is a famous anime character. And so
But what's in the box?
this is a powder mix. And so you would scoop it and put it in water, shake it up and drink it. It gives you a lot of energy and
Oh, this is
concentration,
also something
focus.
to drink.
Yes, all of this is different forms of the drink.
Oh,
These cans are ready-made drinks, and this is a powder mix.
oh,
This is,
because when you said powder, I thought it was like you make something, you put it in water and you sculpt something.
Yeah, no, this is powder mix for a drink,
And,
and
and you drink it too?
yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. Well, how many drinks can you make out of a, a can like that?
Well, the can is just a single serving, it's already pre-mixed. We
Oh,
call it RTD, ready to drink.
oh,
But the powder mix is usually 30 or 40 servings.
oh, yeah, that's what I asking, the
Yeah.
powder, 30, 40 drinks. And what's in the box?
Well, there's a lot of hardcore GFuel fans out there, and they love to collect all the different flavors that we have. So this was one for Dragon Ball, and so this one comes with a shaker cup and a little scooper and the little tub. So it's a collector's box.
Oh,
Yeah,
Can you
our
also-
main thing is just that we're in charge of the art. That's as artists. That's what they look for us. Yeah, we don't have nothing to do with the product that is inside. We just, we take care of the art. Whatever comes in, we just take care of the
you
art.
take care of the art.
Yep, and,
Yes.
Very interesting, very, very. And where you from? Where were you born?
Well, I was born in Manhattan,
In
Yeah.
Manhattan.
in the center of Manhattan, yes.
Wow.
At a hospital. I think it was the Flower Fifth Hospital on Fifth Avenue. So I grew up mostly in Manhattan and then Queens, and now I came out to Long Island.
So where did you live in Manhattan? What, around where?
The
What
Upper
area?
West Side, like
Upper West-
86th and
Oh,
West
yeah, I'm
End.
familiar. I used to live there one time. I moved
Okay.
around a lot.
Yeah,
So
it's very nice.
I'm familiar with certain parts of Manhattan. And then what made you come out to Long Island?
The family was growing, we needed more space, and the bigger the family got, the more space we needed, so we
How
kept on
big is the
shifting.
family?
Well, I mean, we had some relatives living with us as well, my sister and myself. But besides that, I was, my whole family are musicians and artists. So we had a whole band set up, so we needed room for all our instruments and
So you
all our
play the
art
piano
studio.
too?
I'm a drummer, actually.
Oh, a drum and not the piano.
My daughter plays piano, and I have two daughters, and they're very talented. Violin, singing, piano, flute. Yes.
Great.
yes,
And you grew up in
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Yes.
Yeah. How is your family? You have siblings?
I have siblings, but most of everybody lives here.
They are all here?
They're all here, and
They followed you or you followed them?
both.
It's like in the middle, I
It's in the
think,
middle,
or-
yeah. But most of everybody here, and I was
How long are you here? How many years?
over 30 years.
How many?
30,
30, 30.
Yeah. 30.
Wow,
It's a
that's a
long time.
long time.
Yep.
And we're married 20 of
And
those
we're
30
married 20
years.
of us.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
And you you said you hope that your sisters are here too, so
my sisters are here.
so you have a big
A
family
big
that
family. We still have a lot of
are they
nieces,
interested in
nephews.
what you're doing?
No, they're mostly, well, I have a niece who goes to film, She's in a film school.
Film.
Yeah,
So you're
production.
in the arts.
Everybody's in the
Everybody's
arts.
interested
Art
in
and
the
music
arts.
and film.
Yeah,
Music.
that's
So
great.
I don't think there is no doctors in our family. Everybody either goes to the music or art fields. Yeah.
Music or acting.
Yes.
Art fields.
And how is the success with acting?
Great. I mean, our youngest just turned 16 and she's been in off-Broadway shows and local theaters.
Is that
She's
right?
a fantastic singer,
Isn't that
Sasha. Yes.
like hard to break into?
Well, I mean, she started very young and she was very persistent and auditioned and became friendly with teen groups. And so she showcased her talent and everybody took a liking to it.
Wow.
Mhm.
And she's still living with you, right?
Yes,
She's still 16, sweet 16.
exactly. I don't know about the sweet part, but just kidding. Our oldest, Isabella, is in Boston University studying film production. She wants to be a director.
Has she been directing anything so far?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's been doing some short films, and I helped, like my father helped me at a young age, I helped her at a young age kind of get into the professional kind of side of how the industry
Yes.
works. So she was well advanced by the time she got to school.
She gets a little intimidated because for everything she comes to him, and he has to help her and approve, and so they work together. So I
she
said, you
We're a
guys are
team,
both are
yeah.
gonna get the diploma when you graduate from Boston, as a film mayor.
She better thank me at the Oscars.
Yes.
But
She,
she's
but
she's
she
very
wants
talented.
your approval, right?
Of course, yeah.
Well, it's part of the learning process.
The learning process, and she knows
Yes.
that because he went for film too, school, right?
I went to
School of film.
NYU for
NYU
film
for film.
and animation. So we do a lot of corporate videos and animation. In fact, one of the animated spots that we did was for Donald Trump. We did an animated series that he wanted to have on the air. And so we created the whole storyline. It was called Trump Takeover.
A lot of people making fun of him. And Alec Baldwin did that book. Did you?
Yes, SNL.
As a matter of fact, I have an autographed book from Alec. What's the name of it? Is like there is an I in I Am an American. Something.
Yeah, something like that.
I forgot. I mean, I have the book, but I just know that.
Mm,
And he even did
he did a great
on
Donald Trump.
TV something.
Yeah.
Make fun of him. He was very good, but unfortunately, he got into some trouble with the. And he
Yes,
made that
hopefully that
movie.
gets all
Oh,
resolved.
the movie.
Rust,
Yeah.
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 So one of the episodes was actually Donald Trump becoming president.
Yes.
Because the whole series was about him solving problems that nobody else can solve. So,
Yes.
so he was the hero. And this was 25 years ago.
Yes.
So this was way before it was even a thought.
I thought that he would be a
And
president. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
when people found out that I did this so many years ago and he did become president, I got flooded with magazines and blogs, and everybody wanted to know, how did I know back then?
Yeah.
It just seemed like, an obvious thing for the story. He's the guy that figures it all out.
Right. Well, I have a couple of questions. Did you ever try? Do you like acting? Did you ever try acting? Did you do any of that?
Me personally, I'm much better suited behind the camera. So I'll leave that up to my daughter, who loves to be on the
In
front of the
charge.
stage. Yes. So I do have some acting experience, and as a filmmaker, it's best to really understand everything about the process, the acting, the camera, you know, the whole process, editing. So this is something that I'm familiar with, but my strong suit is the directing and the creative
How about
background.
writing?
Writing, I'm good at. My father was a great teacher for that. He's written 75 books.
Oh
As
my
I
gosh,
mentioned, 3 bestsellers.
75. I'm always
75.
wondering how can people write like I read like one mystery book and then I look at the credits and this person had written like 20 or 30 other mystery.
Mm.
I don't understand how people can write so much.
He that's all that was his
All they do, yeah.
that was his sort of outlet, and it was like breathing for him was writing. So he was constantly, he had a little list that we still make fun of, that he would jot down ideas, and if he lost that list, that would be it. Everything was on this little wad of paper.
That's very curious and funny because I had written some things, not hundreds, but a few, and I was full of ideas. And when I was driving, something came. I always kept a pencil and paper next to me.
Mm.
And when I came to a stop sign, I started writing.
There you go.
So I can understand that when an idea
Oh
comes to
yeah,
your
you need to
head.
get it right out, otherwise it could
Yeah.
be lost.
I had written 3 or 4 plays and some songs and children's books. And well, that was my creative years.
Mhm. Yes.
And well, what is your, if you have any favorite thing that you like to do, like writing or acting or creating?
Well, I like innovation, so I like creating something new that hasn't been done before.
Oh,
So I've been involved in
yes.
technology. I've been involved in augmented reality at the early stages. I was one of the early pioneers of the internet. In fact, I had a animation art gallery, and my gallery was one of the first galleries on the internet.
Well, you're a gem, and very few people know about you.
That's why I'm here.
He has
Yeah,
these
this will
most
you're gonna
bizarre
have,
stories. It's
because
unbelievable.
I always tell people who come on my show, practice your signature. You're gonna have a lot of people asking for you, and you're gonna have to write your signature autograph.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Well, they have several. Hamptons is full of arts, and they have theaters here and a
Mhm.
lot of talented
Oh,
people.
yes.
So maybe this would be a good connection for you. As you were talking, I was already thinking of who I would like to introduce you to.
Be my guest. Actually, the Hamptons was one of my breeding grounds when I was young. I used to do caricatures out in the clubs. And every night there was like the hotspot. And so I would try to be there setting up my caricature display.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yes.
And I forgot I was gonna ask you something important. And do you have any favorite thing that you like to do?
Well, right now my priority is my kids, the girls, to make sure that they finish college.
Mm.
And then, we're in the business, together. I help Aaron with whatever he needs, because working at home is a full time.
Yes.
So whatever I can do, I manage the bills, I manage bookings, I manage, projects and all that.
Oh, look at that. Well, we're coming to an end of this program, and I really appreciate you. Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you how far, where you live now.
We're in West Babylon,
West
not far at all
Babylon.
from the
That's
Hamptons.
about
Yes.
more than an hour
A
away.
little more than an hour.
Yeah,
I'm a fast driver though.
Well, Well, I know the area somewhat. I used to live in Baldwin, which was
Yeah.
further
A little
up
further,
west. And so I want to thank you again for coming. And that lady, what's her name, who did cut my hair? Not, I used to call her Jezebel, but that's wrong. It's Jasmine. Jasmine.
Mhm.
She just cut my hair. She's in
That's beautiful.
East
Good
Hampton.
job.
Yes, good job.
And well, you could see my shows on YouTube, and also if you live in this neighborhood, my show comes on 4 times a week,
Mhm.
and you could check with LTV when. I just know that Wednesday morning at 9:30, right, Natalie? She always tuned me in Wednesday morning at 9:30, but that's
Okay.
only in a close neighborhood over here. And I want to bid you adieu. That's French, isn't it?
It's Latin, so
Latin.
the word gets around.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we are off the air.